Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So last year in January I turned 18, I am currently 19, but when I was making my birthday video comparing being 17 to being 18, I made the little joke like, oh, when I'm an adult I'm going to start watching the news and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. And in this week's video, I'm going to tell you why I don't watch the news. But before we get into this week's video, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. I make anywhere from topic videos like this to pop socket videos to how to make money online videos. And with all that being said, let's get into this week's video. So all the jokes aside from that video, I had no intention of ever watching the news. I don't think I've ever watched the news on my own time. The only time I've ever watched the news or heard the news was like if my parents were watching the news. And I have a couple of reasons for not watching the news. One reason is that the news is always sad. Like, in my 19 years of life, I don't think I've ever seen anything positive on the news. You will never turn on the news and they're like, oh, little Sally got perfect on her spelling test today. You're never going to see that on the news. You're always going to see a bombing here, a plane crash there, someone driving a van through a crowd over there. Like, it's always negative, and I don't watch the news because of that. Like, if you're having a good day and you watch the news, now you're having a bad day. If you're having a bad day and you watch the news, now you're having a worse day. You are never going to turn on the news and see something positive. And that kind of leads into reason number 2. Since the news is always negative, I feel like it desensitizes people to negative things because that's all you're ever hearing. So now it's the norm. Like, literally, you'll be watching the news and they'll be like, oh yeah, a bomb happened and 500 people died. Now on to the weather. Like, how do you go from talking about people's lives to talking about precipitation? How did you make that transition? Like, literally, they go from talking about tragedies to talking about weather patterns. How do you do that? Like, I'm actually so confused. Like, people, I feel like now that's just the norm. Like, now, when something bad doesn't happen, it's considered a good day. So it's not like, oh, something good happened today. It's just that something bad didn't happen. Therefore, today was a good day for this planet that we call Earth. And I know that I previously said that there's never anything positive on the news, and I'm just gonna challenge that for 1 second. The only time I've ever seen something positive, it was accompanied by something negative. So let's say somebody's house was burning down and then a regular civilian ran in and saved the whole family. Then that's positive. They're like, oh my gosh, this guy's a hero. He just saved a bunch of people, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, you can't be a hero unless something negative is happening. You can't save someone from a positive situation. That doesn't make any sense. So every positive thing is accompanied by a negative thing. You can't have a hero unless there was something for you to save those people from. So basically to say, they wouldn't have showed that positive aspect of the world if it wasn't accompanied by something negative. And this isn't to say that the world is a negative place. Negative things happen in the world and positive things happen in the world, but they don't show you the positive things. So then you only see the negative things, so it's leading you to believe that the world is all negative. Like, the people who report the news, they only tell you what they want you to know. Like, if something happened on the opposite side of the world, unless you were there, you don't know the full story. You only know the story that the newscasters are letting you know. They're only going to tell you so much. They're only going to tell you what they want you to know. So you never know the full story. You only know what that person has decided to tell you, unless, of course, you were actually a part of the situation. So anyways, that is why I do not watch the news. And yes, I know that news isn't just world news. There's also news on stocks and weather and traffic reports. I know that there's a whole bunch of different types of news, but specifically we're talking about world news and them reporting, you keeping up with current events. And I find that all the current events they feel they need to talk about are negative ones. So that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. And if you have a different opinion on this topic, feel free to tell me down below in the comments. And with all that being said, I'll see you next week with a new video.